Today's topic is the benefits of being with a narcissist. If you're watching this video, probably you already been with a narcissist and you know that how they behave, how they react, how they move, right? So let's go into the details of the benefits being with them, what you cannot deny, I believe so. So when you start a relationship with a narcissist, you can probably already have these red flags of manipulation, controlling, but they also pretty good at pushing you out of your comfort zone and inspiring you to be a best version of yourself. So what I experienced at the beginning of my relationship with a narcissist was that they pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I was pretty happy about it because I was doing things which I wouldn't have done, and I was growing through that experience. And also they inspired me to do certain things which was might in the back of my mind, or it was already like boiling, but I never took action on them. But because they are so fast in manipulation and controlling, they could kind of encourage me, like with their actions, with their own actions, what they took on themselves, because they are, perfectionists. They love themselves, the self care, and how they deal with themselves was a good reflection for me. So what I could implement in my life as certain habits. So I changed some of my habits. I implemented good habits through their actions and looking at them, how they behave. And I also transformed myself a bit. And because they pushed me out of my comfort zone, I achieved certain things which I wouldn't done without them. Although they not always, brought the expected results, but some results definitely. So what I'm saying is like, for example, I started gym. I went to the gym and I went for 2-3 months, and it was really great. I felt very powerful. I felt very energized. I felt I'm really getting much stronger, and I really love that. But I love variations. So 3 months was enough in the gym, and then I started to do some other exercises. So, but it was really great. I really felt like, yes, my muscles can grow and I can get stronger and more powerful. So it was really good, because until that, I was mostly just doing jogging and yoga. So it was really great for me as a change. The other thing was that because they tapped into my life, I started to take care of myself even more, like changing my hair color, putting on my makeup, looking better, because they were very spontaneous. So I always had to look good every minute of the day, because you never knew when they call you. And so it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone, but it's helped also with my business. It's helped with other things in my life, looking great, taking care of myself much better because of their way of being. So I don't regret to actually being on that relationship, because it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone, as I said, and then it's really allowed me to level up on my life. And then the other thing what happened is that when, a couple of months passed by, the first months when they were like all flowery and flirty and texting and, being kind, then coming the era when they show their real self, and then you are the last on their list, basically, because everybody's more important. So then you start to realize that, yeah, the red flags are really there, and then he is actually a narcissist. Then the next phase is you start to get really triggered. And that's the phase when most of the people start suffering, from the triggers. You get on an emotional roller coaster, you are in pain, you have all kinds of, issues, even maybe physical, not just mental, because of course it's affecting each other. And then you really feel bad. And then you are thinking of like, okay, what should I do? Should I go or should I stay? And then of course they going from charming to cold, and then you just can't decide. And because they're promising the stars and then they don't deliver nothing, right? So that's the phase when most of the people are struggling and staying there for another many months, I believe. Or even years, if they already live together in a physical space, and then they have that reality. So, but in my case, I was really lucky to have the tool, the source memory healing, to actually, as soon as I get triggered and felt like really bad, that, okay, I need to take this tool and release the core trauma which causing these triggers and these negative emotions, because I knew it has to be a core trauma. And that core trauma was actually what happened to me with my exes. Back then, many years ago, when I had those exes, I hadn't had this tool, the source memory healing. So whenever I was disappointed, unappreciated, felt like, not good enough, or felt unworthy because they were betraying me, then I just said goodbye and stepped away. But what happened is all of my emotions went down, buried in the unconscious mind. I wasn't forgive them. I wasn't dealing with them anymore. I just cut them off. But with cutting off and being numb about them emotionally, it doesn't mean it solved the problem. You're going to get triggered later by someone else. And then what you're going to do, again, cut them off and move on. And then again and again. And then you're going to get triggered all the time, even from the best guys, because you feel betrayed from a little word of criticism. So what happened, I said, okay, this guy is kind of nice. This guy is kind of cute, even though he's a narcissist. But I really need to go dive deep into my unconscious mind and release these core traumas, because I don't want to get triggered. I don't want to feel shitty. I don't want to feel bad. So then I started to do the healings. And as I said, my past relationships were coming up in my memories to release and forgive when I experienced betrayal or ghosting or whatever. And after I released those, then I felt much, much better. But then the next day, I was still feeling like, I'm still feeling not well enough. So I did another session on myself. And then it was another couple of exes who had to be cleared. And then I felt really in peace and harmony. I still kept being in this relationship because I was in peace and harmony, and I was like, okay, I'm patient, I'm good, I'm a Buddha, I can just be. So I was watching out, observing the situation basically without any negative emotion. And then it was going on for a couple of months more, and then eventually when it finished, being ghosted by him, I was like, okay, no, I need another session, but because I have these negative thoughts in my brain about him, like how dare he's doing that, or how dare he's behaving like this, and what he thinks about himself. It's not just like because we are a couple, but we were a couple. It's because you are a human being. You need to communicate what's going on, what the F is happening, right? So it was like, I am a communicator. You see that I'm an open book. When other people holding back, when they are not telling the truth, when they are hiding, when they are like just can't explain what's going on with themselves, that's like frustrating, right? And really sad as well. So because these negative thoughts were in my mind bothering me, like why, what happened, and why, and what the heck is going on, I had to do another healing about these negative thoughts. So then I released that. And then since then, I am in totally peace and harmony. And then I just feel so good. And I know if this not happen, if it wouldn't happen, if this guy wouldn't come along and I wouldn't do these healings, I would draw in my next relationship, which would be maybe an amazing relationship, but me, because being needy, or because being having over expectations, or being triggered by criticism, or whatever it is triggered me, basically I could have ruined an amazing relationship. Okay, so what I am suggesting you, if you're going through some pains from narcissist, or you are still in a narcissist relationship, that do healings, do the release, find the core trauma and do the release, because it's really important to heal yourself, because then universe is gonna do it anyway for you. It's gonna let go whatever it doesn't serve you, because this healing is not just helping you to release the past, it's completely going to reinvent your future, not to get triggered anymore. You're gonna rewrite your past and creating a new future. So if your future is about not to get triggered anymore, that guy is gonna be kicked out of your future for sure by the source energies. So what is going to happen, you're going to have a clear path and attract only good things, not triggers anymore, because you released the core. So that's why I love source memory healing, because it is just such a complex tool, such a complex healing system, which is activating your karma vortex, which is bringing you into your multidimensional existence, when you can reach for future and past, and you can actually create an amazing life for yourself by releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. If you would like to know more about source memory healing, I highly recommend you to reach out to me or download some of my free materials. I have an ebook, I have masterclass, and 5 series masterclasses as well, to learn about it more, or just book a call with me. I'm here to help, because I know it can be extremely frustrated, and I know the world out there is pretty damn bad with lots of triggers, and it's just amazing when they're gone. It's just amazing when you're finally healthy, happy, joyful, and just everything goes on your way, right? So that's what I wish for everybody. That's why I'm here every day talking to you, because I want the best for you. Okay? Take care, everybody.